Tuesday to push for increased funding for the National Cancer Institute by $680 million. He says some of the money comes to North Carolina.
The blessings of being a North Carolinian is that we have three world-class cancer centers. Wake Forest, we have the Duke Cancer Institute, and Lineberger at UNC.
In one Virginia town, hungry people are benefiting from parking ticket fines.
I'm Jim Shenevey. Many cities and towns issue parking tickets. It keeps traffic flowing into and out of busy downtowns, and the fines improve the town's bottom line. But in Strasburg, Virginia, parking tickets are helping to feed hungry families. Strasburg is letting parking violators pay their tickets with canned food items. The program is an overwhelming success, helping the needy, improving the image of the local police, and even the motorists like it. Where else can you get a parking ticket and feel good about it? Jim Shenevey, CBS News.
Thank you for making WCAB your radio station of choice. Check us online at www.wcab59.com.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. A new poll that has some good news for Donald Trump. It involves a key swing state that both candidates have been hitting hard on the campaign trail.
Trump 48, Clinton 43. That's the result of a head-to-head matchup poll taken by Bloomberg in Ohio. It's technically within the margin of error, but it could represent a shift towards Trump, as other recent polls show the candidates running dead even. The poll was taken Friday through Monday, right as Clinton was facing backlash for her comments about deplorable Trump voters and revelations about her pneumonia diagnosis.
ABC's Brad Milkey. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell calling his fellow Republican Donald Trump a national disgrace in hacked emails. A spokesman confirms that he was properly quoted and wasn't exclusive in his criticism of Trump. Hillary Clinton also gets a subject line or two.
In those emails, the four-star general also bashing Clinton for trying to lump him into her email controversy. Powell says he told Clinton he used his personal computer for unclassified emails. Powell calls Hillary staffers minions and says the media isn't fooled and she's going to get crucified.
ABC's Tom Yamas. Donald Trump unveiling his plan for child care and maternity leave. President Obama campaigning for Hillary Clinton, who will be back on the trail tomorrow following several days off for pneumonia. Flash flood watches from Charleston, South Carolina to the Florida-Georgia border as Tropical Storm Julia moves over land. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano.
We're going to have sustained winds with this, especially along the coastline. The center of it is basically right over Brunswick, Georgia, just hugging the coastline. So as it does that, it's kind of staying organized. We've got tropical storm warnings and flash flood watches that extend all the way into South Carolina. So we're going to have substantial heavy rain with this.
The storm, the 10th named one of this Atlantic hurricane season. It is the largest cash bid for a company ever. Bayer is ready to buy Monsanto for $65 billion. If it's allowed to go through, it'll mean the combined company will control more than a quarter of the world's seed and pesticide market. You're listening to ABC News.
Dad, I'm watching the polls and I'm worried. What if Hillary wins the election? What if Trump wins the election?
Let me tell you, son, no matter what happens with the election, you need to protect your retirement. It's up to you to take control and manage your future. And the simplest and easiest way to do that is with a private storage gold-silver IRA.
A private storage gold-silver IRA? Really?
That's right. We set up our own private storage IRA with a gold-silver group, and now we have full control of our retirement. And the bonus, we qualified for $995 in free silver. Gold is up over 20%, silver over 30%, while the Dow only up about 7%. Trust me, now's the time to diversify with gold and silver.
Worried about your retirement? Don't wait for the politicians to decide your future. Call the experts at Gold Silver Group, 800-687-5416. Learn how to qualify for up to $995 in free silver. Gold Silver Group provides fully insured free shipping and private delivery to your door. For the best service and best prices, call Gold Silver Group, 800-687-5416. 800-687-5416.
Police in Oklahoma talking with their counterparts in half a dozen other states about a sophisticated identity theft ring and fraud.
In state after state, investigators have found cases in which criminals spend about a week in a particular city, hopping from bank to bank and using stolen bank cards and fake IDs to make withdrawals. It's thought that's what Christina Marie Wilson was doing when she was caught speeding in an Oklahoma school zone. Now police are looking for higher-ups in Wilson's suspected crime operation.
ABC's Jim Ryan. What did did Britain learn from Iraq? A top British Parliament committee has determined nothing in regard to involvement in Libya. In London, ABC's Tom Rivers.
In a damning report, a British committee says former Prime Minister Cameron's military intervention in Libya was misguided. It helped spur the rise of ISIS there. Foreign Affairs Select Committee Chairman Crispin Blunt.
The decision makers here were being presented with a blood-curdling assessment as to what was going to happen in Benghazi and therefore the need to act.
The report criticizes Cameron for turning an operation designed to protect civilians into a full-scale push for regime change. Tom Rivers, ABC News, London.
Did robots help make your pizza? If you ordered it from Silicon Valley's Zoom Pizza, the answer is yes. The startup, which began delivery in April, is using intelligent machines to grab a slice of the multi-billion-dollar pizza delivery market. Also starting today, self-driving Ubers in Pittsburgh. There will be engineers behind the wheel, just in case. This is ABC News.
Is my kid in the right car seat? I guess she is.
There are probably rules on when to move up to a booster seat, aren't there?
Rear-facing, forward-facing. I think I have it right.
Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? Don't think you know. Know you know. Go to safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Sherry Preston.
North Carolina Tractor Supply, your Massey Ferguson dealer in Rutherfordton, has some really great ideas this year. This could be the year for you to get that Massey Ferguson you've been wanting. Stop by today and see what Massey Ferguson and Phil Sheehan at North Carolina Tractor Supply have for you. Check to see if you qualify for 0% financing. Today could be your day at North Carolina Tractor Supply, Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton.
Well, mostly sunny skies to start, but more clouds during the afternoon and a couple of showers possible down to the south. High temperatures will be a little bit hotter in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees today. Overnight tonight, mainly cloudy skies, temperatures staying mild with low temperatures in the upper 60s. For Thursday, partly sunny skies. A couple of showers and thunderstorms will be possible with high temperatures climbing into the middle 80s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Amy, thank you very much for being in the Weather Center for us this morning. Right now we have 65 degrees. We have not moved since this morning earlier when I got here. But we should be warming up here pretty soon to 88 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Tonight dropping back to 66, about where we are right now, but the overnight low. Now there's no rain in the forecast today, but tomorrow there's a 20% chance. And 20% chance on Friday. Friday night, that increases to 40%. And then on Sunday, 20%, 50% Sunday night. So it's sort of iffy right now whether we get any rain of any significance at all. It looks like right now just some scattered showers and possibly some isolated thunderstorms. But Friday night looks pretty good for high school football. Lows around 66. Speaking of high school football, our game of the week is going to be Valdez Drawn at RS Central. 6:45 countdown to kickoff, 7:30 kickoff. Shelby at Chase, and East at East Burke, and Thomas Jefferson at Monroe Central. 4 games, exciting games for us on Friday night. Now, Saturday, UNC football is UNC versus James Madison, and that's a 1:30 countdown to kickoff, 2:30 pregame, and then they'll start playing football sometime in the afternoon. But they have those long countdowns and long pre-games, and then they'll play sometime, maybe around 3 o'clock. So we'll keep our sports caps on and see what happens over the weekend. Last night, the Braves lost to the Marlins 7-5. Now, I've got a special guest coming up in the studio with me in the Blue Room about 8:35 this morning. Robbie Helton, along with special guest, will be in this morning, talk a little bit about his career and the big event coming up at Grace Acres Thursday night. And they're going to pick and win a little bit for us, I believe. So we look forward to that. Hope you will join us either via AM 590 or on Northland Cable Channel 5. And now the streaming signal is back up again, and you can stream it online at www.wcab59.com. Always something exciting and informative and interesting here in the Blue Room. Don't want you to miss a thing. And I'll be back with some more thoughts on today's news from here and there and comments. The popular Apple Butter Festival is back September the 15th at 7 p.m. Grace Acres will be the place for Robbie Helton and friends performing acoustic gospel music. Robbie has been on a nationwide tour and recently played at the Grand Ole Opry. and now is bringing his talent to Grace Acres. It's a free concert, but a love offering will be taken to continue the support of Grace Acres and the Grace of God Rescue Mission Ministries. They will be selling delicious sandwiches, drinks, and chips, so come hungry. Also, they'll be selling apple butter made over an open fire. Grace Acres is in urgent need of a new women's shelter. So churches and organizations and individuals who care, will you donate toward this new women's shelter? They are $371,000 away from their goal. With your help, they can be space for mothers with children to have some privacy. Will you help? A fun way is to come enjoy the Apple Butter Festival September the 15th at 7 o'clock at Grace Acres at 6 Point. Take Highway 74 to exit 189 and follow the signs.
It's time once again for the annual Caroline Henrietta Avondale Day. Mark your calendars for Saturday, September the 17th from 10 until 4. This event will be held at the Caroline American Legion Post number 423, Balsmore Road. Now there's going to be singing and music on the front porch, free fishing, Old Blues barbecue, free hay rides, homemade ice cream, Mill Hill Memory Room, plus a car show and a swap meet. This is a family event. No alcohol beverages allowed and no pets, please. Remember the date, Saturday, September the 17th, 10 to 4. Come one, come all.
Now at 8:09, we're looking at some stories from here and there. The most heart-wrenching story we've had over the weekend was the Shelby police officer Brackeen getting shot and dying. Now they have made an arrest in that. Suspect arrested for murder in that fatal shooting. They've captured a man in Providence, Rhode Island. According to the Rhode Island State Police, 23-year-old Irvin Fenner is in custody. Fenner is in the hospital being treated for a gunshot wound, but they are not saying yet just what happened, why he has gunshot wounds. Perhaps there was a shootout there. Don't know that yet. We'll find out more later, but they do have him in custody. He's in the hospital anyway. The officer, 38-year-old Tim Brackeen of Shelby Police Department, was shot in the chest on Saturday. He died Monday from his injuries. Brackeen was married with a daughter. He was named Officer of the Year in 2012. State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell said officers used tear gas to get into the building in Providence. He also said the suspect's half-sister was taken into custody at the home. According to a news release from the Shelby Police Department, Julissa Peeler of Rhode Island was arrested locally on Tuesday and charged with accessory after the fact of first-degree murder, which is a felony. 3 women in 3 different states have been arrested in connection to that shooting. Deidre Morris of Shelby, Casey Fenner of New York, and Julissa Peeler of Rhode Island have all been arrested as accessories after the fact of first-degree murder for their alleged role in helping Irvin Lucien Fenner Jr., who is wanted in that shooting or has now been captured, according to Shelby Police Department. Morris was apprehended by local authorities Tuesday afternoon, and Shelby Police Captain Steve Seat said at 11:45 on Tuesday, authorities believe the 37-year-old is a friend of Fenner Jr. She is currently being held at the Cleveland County Women's Slammer at 101 Justice Plaza, Shelby, under a $250,000 secure bond. Casey Fenner, a relative of Fenner Jr., was apprehended in New York early Tuesday afternoon, according to Shelby Police. Peeler, half-sister to Fenner Jr., was arrested by Rhode Island State Police around 8:15 on Tuesday, 8:15 p.m. Tuesday. A Rhode Island State Police tactical team raided Peeler's South Providence, Rhode Island home Tuesday night. The team used various means to gain entry to the 2-story building at 150 Oxford Street and did not find Fenner Jr., said Rhode Island State Police Major Joseph Philbin. They basically looked for all possible ties to Fenner. It started off as an FYI for us and turned into he could possibly be there. They really thought he was going to be there, Philbin said Tuesday night at 11:45. Peeler was arrested as she walked out of her home Tuesday, Philbeck said. Philbeck did not comment if they believed Fenner Jr. could possibly still be in Providence, Rhode Island. Accessory after of the fact of first-degree murder is a Class C felony, which carries a sentence of 42 to 182 months in prison. Fenner Jr. is believed to be armed and dangerous, or he was until they captured him. Authorities believe that he is the man they're looking for. He's wanted on first-degree murder charges in the shooting death of Brackeen. It was only a assault on the police officer until Brackeen died. Now it is murder. So we're glad he has been captured and will hopefully stand trial, and hopefully if he indeed is found guilty, that they do a job on him. So he'll never do that again. Other news this morning at 8:13, the dad we've told you about that stabbed his daughter up in the Blue Ridge Parkway. He stabbed his daughter in front of the park ranger, according to the FBI. New details have come out about the murder of a 6-year-old girl, been released in the U.S. Attorney General's office, Attorney's Office criminal complaint. The FBI is investigating the death because it happened on the Blue Ridge Parkway. The girl's father, 36-year-old Seth Willis Pickering, is charged with first-degree murder, which is subject to the death penalty. The medical examiner says the daughter, Lila Pickering, died from a stab wound to the heart and lungs, rendered by her dad. The affidavit says Pickering took Lila from the home of the custodian, where she had been placed temporarily by the Buncombe County Department of Health and Human Services. It says Seth Pickering was only authorized to help supervise visitation with his daughter. The custodian said, "Seth, please don't do this. They will put you in jail." They say Pickering just shook his head and got in the car and drove off with the daughter. Investigators were in the process of putting together an alert when 2 U.S. park rangers on routine patrol in the Blue Ridge Parkway saw Pickering's vehicle parked along the shoulder of the parkway near mile marker 393. The rangers saw a Seth and Lila Pickering walking down a steep embankment. At this point, rangers didn't know anything about Pickering taking his daughter or that police were looking for him. So the rangers knew there were no trails, picnic areas, or campsites in that area, so they began to investigate. They parked the vehicle and watched the man and girl from the roadway. They say Pickering cut some underbrush and built a small fire. Well, about around 6:50 p.m., the rangers started approaching Pickering because it was an illegal campsite and fire. As one of the rangers approached the area, they heard Pickering tell his daughter, "Don't worry, honey, we will when the cops leave." When one of the rangers got within 20 to 25 feet of the dad and daughter, Pickering said, "Police." When the ranger got closer and started to greet him, Pickering said, "It's going fine, nothing's going on." The ranger said Pickering lunged at the girl without warning, and they heard a thud-like noise and a brief high-pitched winch from the girl. Lila fell to the ground, and Pickering turned back toward them and raised his hands in the air, according to the ranger. The ranger shouted at the dad, "Did you just stab her?" The ranger said they didn't recall if Pickering responded to that question. The ranger said they drew their guns and saw Lila lying on the ground with a knife at her chest. They tried to save her but couldn't. Rangers asked Pickering why he would kill his daughter. Pickering told them, "Now they will never be able to take her away from me. She's happier now. It's what she wanted." Seth Pickering is currently in state custody and is expecting to appear in U.S. District Court on the federal charges upon his transfer to federal custody. Lila was a first grader at Johnston Elementary School in Buncombe County. They will miss her. It's a tragic, tragic thing that a dad would do to his daughter. 17 past 8 o'clock, a 4-year-old boy is found bound in crab trap Monday, wanted by police. This is in Savannah, Georgia. 2 women are charged with child abuse. The 4-year-old boy was allegedly found bound in a crab trap in a Georgia home. According to officials, a father reportedly arrived to visit his 4-year-old son and was greeted by the child's mother, Jill Love, at her sister Amy Sanders' home. At first, Love refused to allow the father to visit, but the father was able to get past Love. And Sanders is charged with felony cruelty to children in the first degree and was served her warrant at the Chatham County Detention Center, where she was serving time on an unrelated charge. Terrible, terrible things happening out there with families, mothers killing their children, fathers killing their children. It's sad, sad, sad. What is going on out there? Down in Lawrence, South Carolina, a man was shot in the back of the head at Roadway Inn. According to Lawrence Police Department, the man was taken to Greenville Memorial and is listed in critical condition. The incident happened about 8 o'clock. News Channel 7 will update that story as it becomes available to us. All right, we've got the Sheriff's Report coming up here in just a few moments. We also have special guests in the Blue Room at 8:35 this morning with some special picking and a grinning. You may can hear them rehearsing in the lobby even now as we speak. We'll be back in just a moment.
Dad, why are you bringing that old TV upstairs?
So, I don't miss any of my favorite sporting events.
But we can stream TV everywhere with Northland.
Oh, thank goodness.
Get an internet and TV double play starting at $49.99 per month and never miss a minute of your favorite shows and sporting events at home or on the go with TV everywhere. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com/gofast today. Additional restrictions and conditions apply. All rates net of taxes and fees. Not available in all areas. See getnorthland.com/offers for full details.
Northland's internet and TV double play gives you blazing speed and popular TV channels starting at $49.99 a month. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com/gofast.
Hi, this is Lauren with the Clinical Services Department at Smith's Drugs of Forest City. Smith's Drugs is able to provide you with the influenza, pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, and tetanus vaccinations, as well as many others. Protect yourself and those around you. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at 245-4591 or come in and see us. We're at Smith's Drugs of Forest City at 139 East Main Street in downtown Forest City.
Well, count on Brad's Wrecker Service when you need a tow truck to come haul your car in. Trust Brad's Wrecker Service to unlock your car door if you get locked out or to repair your car's air conditioner. And also, if you need hydraulics of any kind, if you big guys with the big trucks need hydraulics, Brad's equipped to handle most anything. Call on him for that. He's a hydraulics man. He's located up on Highway 64, 1737 Highway 64, Rutherfordton. He's got all kinds of interstate batteries of all sizes, and prices are better too. So depend on Brad's Wrecker Service. Versatile. 287-2111 is the number to call him, 287-2111. Brad's Wrecker Service. Now here is Deputy Butron with the report from the Sheriff's Department this morning.
In the past 24 hours, we responded to 212 calls. There's been 5 arrests. There's currently 185 in the jail. Under incident reports, Lily J. Duran reported a missing or a found handbag and a New Jersey state ID card. Shanna Lee Bridges reported injury to personal property. Terry Davenport reported damage to personal property. Betty Watkins Bridges reported a break and entering, larceny after break and entering, and damage to personal property. Under arrest reports, Joshua Shane Korn was charged with possession of tobacco by an inmate. James Lewis Fowler was charged with resisting a public officer and failure to appear on misdemeanor. Eduardo Lopez was charged with failure to appear on misdemeanor. And that's all we've got for today.
Do you need some extra money in your pocket? Try Insurance Service Associates, your local independent agent. We can shop your auto and home insurance with several companies to get you better coverage and the best rate. Insurance Service Associates at 127 East Trade Street in Forest City for auto, home, or commercial insurance. More choices, better coverage, best rate. That's Insurance Service Associates, 245-5301.
Some of the stories around the area while we're waiting for the update on sports this morning. A pizza shop patron got more than they bargained for. Yeah, it's over in Salisbury. Police in Salisbury are investigating claims that customers at a popular restaurant got something they didn't order. A man exposing himself while standing in a nearby parking lot, according to Observer's News at WBTV. The police reports says customers near CC's Pizza off Jake Alexander Boulevard saw a man in the parking lot near the restaurant with his pants undone and his you-know-whats showing. One of 5 held last night at the Rutherford County Annex, and all the candidates were there except one in one of the other counties running for Senate. But they all were there. School board, register deeds, county commissioner candidates, NC House candidates, Senate candidates. So we had a full house over there, standing room only. So that's first of 5. The next one's going to be next Tuesday night, and that'll be Golden Valley. So if you have not had a chance yet to meet the candidates or hear what they stand for or don't stand for, it'd be a good chance next Tuesday night to do that. The Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce and Leadership Rutherford sponsoring these events, and they're having one each week in various parts of the county. Let's see, the third one's going to be, where is that one? I forgot. I don't have that list in front of me. But next week, I do know it's going to be Golden Valley. Ellenboro's going to have one over there. There's going to be one at Forest City at the school administration building as well. So stay in touch with those. And we're going to be trying to set up also on air an interview with them, those that will be willing to come and face me in the Blue Room with questions about their candidacy as well. All that's happening right here as we prepare ourselves for the November election coming up real soon. Can you believe it's almost here? Some of these folks have been campaigning for 20 years, it seems. It seems that way. No, of course they haven't, but it seems that way. Congratulations to Monty Perry at Cliffside. She won the cake this morning from Granny B's, and we're being kind to Michael Whitaker of Sandy Mush, works at Pike Electric. Now stand by. We have a sports update. This special guest, Robbie Helton, in the Blue Room with me this morning.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. Many now wondering and worrying now that the NCAA has decided to pull 7 championship events from North Carolina because of North Carolina's House Bill 2 that many say discriminates against the LGBT community. Will the ACC follow suit? The Atlantic Coast Conference Council of Presidents meeting this week, and Commissioner John Swafford said the discussion would include House Bill 2 and the measures the league may consider. Duke basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski talked about the fallout of House Bill 2 during an interview Tuesday on Bloomberg Markets.
It's hurt our image, and what does it cost to have a great image? It takes a long time to build it up, so I support what our athletic director said. Really, I said this when we were in the Olympics, it's embarrassing.
Duke Athletic Director Kevin White said in a statement the legislation is discriminatory, troubling, and embarrassing. Confidential medical data of gold medal winning gymnast Simone Biles, 7-time Grand Slam champ Venus Williams, and several prominent U.S. Olympians was hacked from a World Anti-Doping Agency database and posted online Tuesday. WADA said the hackers were a Russian cyber espionage group called Fancy Bears. The spokesperson for Russian President Vladimir Putin denied those claims. A UNC Chapel Hill student has come forward publicly with allegations that she was raped in February by a junior third-string linebacker for Chapel Hill, Alan Artis. Delaney Robinson said she immediately reported the incident to authorities, who she said did not take the matter seriously. Now an arrest warrant has been issued for Artis, who as of Tuesday has been suspended from the team. The defensive coordinator for the football team, Gene Schick, told WNCN TV in Raleigh,
"We've made a statement regarding that with Coach Fedor and the university, and that's where we're going to leave it."
Kendall Hinton is taking over at quarterback for Wake Forest after leading the Demon Deacons past Duke this past weekend. Coach Dave Clawson says the more Hinton plays and gets comfortable, the better he should become. This is NCN Sports.
I didn't give birth to these kids, but they're here and they're our family and they're our kids.
Carrie and her husband couldn't have a baby on their own, but they wanted to raise a family, so they reached out to Children's Hope Alliance to learn how to become foster parents. Children's Hope Alliance helped place a little boy named Riley in their home. The couple adopted Riley about a year later and then adopted his older brother too. Now, their house and their hearts are full of family. For more information about becoming a foster parent, visit childrenshopealliance.org.
It's finally here, football fans. The 2016 ACC Football Annual Magazine is out on newsstands everywhere right now. Get your football fix before the season starts with 180 pages of expert predictions, lineup projections, players to watch, and recruiting news. Be the smartest football fan in the room this season with the ultimate preview to ACC football. If your location is sold out, order online or subscribe at ACCsports.com. That's ACCsports.com.
In last night's late game in the NFL, Kevin Harlan made the most terrible game exciting. The Rams faced 3rd and 4 with the Niners leading 21-0 in the fourth quarter. The play didn't really matter, and it was hard to care about the game at all with the Rams fans sleeping, except for one. Kevin Harlan on Westwood One Radio brought some radio gold to all the listeners.
3rd and 4, looks into the nickel of San Francisco in the secondary. Hey, somebody has run out on the field. Now he takes off the shirt. He's running down the middle by the 50. He's at the 30. He's bare-chested and banging his chest. He runs at the 50. He runs at the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes. They're chasing him. They're not going to get him. Waving his arms, bare-chested. Somebody stop that man.
Here comes the blue coat.
Oh, they got him.
Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
The following is a Medical Minute brought to you by Rutherford Regional.
More than 1 million Americans have heart attacks each year. And if you are a loved one that experiences symptoms of heart attacks, every second matters. Heart attack symptoms include discomfort, heaviness or pain in the chest, arm, or below the breastbone. You may also experience sweating, nausea, dizziness, extreme weakness, anxiety, or shortness of breath. At the first signs of a heart attack, you should call 911 and be treated immediately at the nearest hospital. The best time to treat a heart attack is within 1 to 2 hours of the first onset of symptoms. That's why the emergency department at Rutherford Regional Health System is becoming a chest pain accredited facility. What does this mean to you? It means quality care here at home that could save precious seconds when treating the symptoms of heart attack. To learn more about Rutherford Regional and its commitment to save quality care, visit myrutherfordregional.com.
In the NFL, everything it seems gets replayed. Touchdowns, turnovers, and even sideline head trauma procedures. Hello, this is Mick Mixon, and next on today's Panther Update, Ron Rivera on how the Carolina bench responded to the blows Cam Newton absorbed on opening night.
And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
Hardship. My grandmother would go through it every month to pay her insurance bill. First, she would handwrite a paper check, in cursive. Then, using her own tongue, she would wet a stamp for an envelope. Today, however, we need not weary our hands and tongues. Today, we can pay our Geico bill with the Geico app. Away with hardship, in with bill pay on the Geico app. Thank you.
Coach Rivera is a biological parent, and he's also a football dad. His players are like his children, so there is no way he'd send any of them back out onto a football field if there was any question about how team and independent doctors viewed the condition of that player.
You got to know who Cam is and how competitive it is, and our doctors and our medical staff have done a tremendous job over the years with the protocol. You go back all the way to Matt Blanchard several seasons ago, and Matt was one of the young men that suffered a pretty serious concussion, and for the most part, we did exactly how we were supposed to. Then lo and behold, last year, everybody knows what happened with Luke, and the way we took care of Luke and the way our doctors and our medical staff treated that with the utmost of seriousness. Now, Cam has his situation, and the doctors went right into protocol mode. Did exactly what they were supposed to. The independent, with collaborating with our doctors, felt, hey, you know what? He's okay. He's not in any danger. We'll go ahead and we'll make the call and allow him to stay in.
The depth of Ron Rivera's caring about his players is a big reason why his players care so deeply about him. With today's Panther Update, Mick Mixon reporting on the Carolina Panther Radio Network.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Does JGR and Company.
We've kind of are right even with where we were last year,
Make Toyota title favorites.
Obviously, we can't all make it.
Loss.
Tony Stewart, he's got issues. We all know he's got issues.
Here's what Mark would do. And here's what DW do.
Mark Caro and PRN's Garage Pass.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-989-0233, 800-989-0233, 800-989-0233, 800-989-0233.
All 4 of the Joe Gibbs drivers and Furniture Row Racing have put 5 Toyota teams in the chase, with each a legitimate Sprint Cup title contender. After all, together they've won 13 of the 26 regular season races and led over 4,000 laps. Martin Truex Jr. says continued cooperation is the key.
It's about to get tested with all 5 of us going into the chase here and feeling like all 5 of us have what it takes to get to Homestead. Obviously, we can't all make it, so we're going to work together as hard as we can, I'm sure, and hopefully we can just keep doing it the way we've been doing it. But it's been great for our program. I think we've got what it takes because of that to get all the way to Homestead and hopefully bring this thing home.
Kyle Busch would love to do that again and give Toyota their 2nd straight championship.
I feel like we've kind of are right even with where we were last year, kind of doing the same things, but there's other guys that are better than us, so we're just going to have to figure out how to outrace them and outfinish them when we need to.
Calling the comments Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart made following their altercation in Richmond disappointing, NASCAR Executive VP and Chief Racing Development Officer Steve O'Donnell has made it clear they'll sit the two down together prior to this weekend's race at Chicagoland Speedway. Now, after Stewart triggered a wreck that took them both out, on NBCSN, Newman accused Stewart of being bipolar and said he needed anger management classes. He then told us,
Tony Stewart ran across my nose twice in one lap. The second one cost him and me, so it's unfortunate. He's got issues. We all know he's got issues. It's unfortunate, but shouldn't expect anything less from him.
Want an easy way to help take care of your vehicle? Since 1936, Z-Max Micro Lubricant has been the one product working to fight against carbon buildup in your engine and fuel system. Z-Max literally soaks into metal where it breaks up harmful carbon deposits, helping improve performance and extend engine life and reduce emissions. Use it in your new or used vehicle. Z-Max is an easy application you can pour yourself into your fuel and oil. Get Z-Max today at zmax.com or visit your local auto parts store. Also available for firearms.
Recently, sitting with Darrell Waltrip, Hall of Fame inductee Mark Martin was asked why he never seemed to anger the other drivers.
Now, before he answers that, I just want to explain one thing, and then he can answer that. Here's what Mark would do.
Picture a hand wave.
And here's what DW do.
Now, picture a middle finger.
That explains it. That's a good explanation.
That's a difference.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you by Z-Max. Performance you can feel.
Well, this happens often around the racetrack, but we hope it never happens to you. If it does, turn your problems over to the Collision Center at McCurry Deck, the preferred repair center. The Collision Center is the only body shop with a controlled downdraft booth. It's an approved insurance repair center. They repair all makes and all models. You have the right to go to the repair shop of your choice. Make it a good one. Make it the Collision Center at McCurry Deck, located behind McCurry Deck Motors, Highway 74A, Forest City.
Well, mostly sunny skies to start, but more clouds during the afternoon and a couple of showers possible down to the south. High temperatures will be a little bit hotter in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees today. Overnight tonight, mainly cloudy skies, temperatures staying mild with low temperatures in the upper 60s. For Thursday, partly sunny skies. A couple of showers and thunderstorms will be possible with high temperatures climbing into the middle 80s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Thanks very much, Amy. Thanks for the good weather report. We're now up to 67, climbing to about 88 for a daytime high today, and mostly sunny skies. Tonight, dropping back to about where we are right now, 66 for the overnight low and partly cloudy skies. It's going to stay that way pretty much all weekend. Now, the biggest chance of rain coming up is Friday night. That's 40% chance of showers, and that's scattered showers. So maybe you might get some over your place, and we may not get any over here. So that's one of those situations. But we'll watch that weather pattern for you. I think you can still plan to do a lot of outdoor activities because it looks like the leaves are beginning to fall. You may have to start raking those leaves here pretty soon and picking those tomatoes. But right now, 67 degrees. Congratulations to Bonnie Perry of Cliffside. Bonnie won the cake this morning from Granny B's. And we're being kind to Michael Whitaker of Sandy Mush. Michael works with Pike Electric. He's our Be Kind To person of the day. So we want to wish him a happy, happy birthday as well. Well, I've been excited about having special guests in the Blue Room with me. We've had folks from all walks of life here. It's always fun to have a little fun in the Blue Room as well. With me this morning is Robbie Helton and Amy Palmero. And we're happy to have both of them in the studio with me right now. I want to welcome Robbie. Step over to the microphone, if you will. How you doing today, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Jim. It's good to be back with you.
It's good to see you live. I've seen you on YouTube and on the internet all the time. And that's good to have you in the Blue Room. Tell us a little bit, step a little bit closer to Mike, but tell us a little bit about, now you've been touring nationally, you've been on the Grand Ole Opry. Tell us about some of that. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Leave to me to forget to plug it in. Now then, Robbie, with Robbie and Amy. Amy, now Robbie, tell us about your career.
Yeah, for the last year I was on the road with Emmy Sunshine. If you're not familiar with Emmy, she's a phenomenal talent. She's still just 12 years old, but she's got her own tour bus and tours the world. And I got to do the Grand Ole Opry with her 3 times, and we did a broadcast on Yahoo Live Nation, played all the major festivals, 4 Canadian tours. I mean, it was just such a blessing. And she's still rolling strong. They went down to the family band, just the 4 of them again now, and they're just doing great. She's phenomenal.
What's it like being on the Grand Ole Opry?
It was incredible. You know, I thought I might get nervous, but I didn't get nervous at all. It was more exciting. I was bouncing around like a kid in a candy store. I was just ready to go, you know. But walking out there on that stage where so many famous people stood, and there were so many famous people there, you know, backstage, and there I am with Mel Tillis hanging around, and Terry Clark, and Christian Bush from Sugar Lands, and they're all just one big family back there hugging you and taking pictures with you, and it really is like it was back in the old days, you know, at the Opry.
Yeah, well,
no, time stood still, kind of.
Good to see a local guy make good. That's all.
Oh, thank you, Jim. I just make a bunch of racket, and sometimes people like it.
Now you're with a group again, folks to recognize its name.
Yep, I've rebanded my Grassabilities groups with 2 amazing musicians. I've got Luke Edwards out of Shelby, and he had an MTV hit back in the day with his rock band Animal Bag, so he's kind of been there. And then Randy Saxon, everybody knows Randy. He plays banjo, mandolin, guitar, just phenomenal musician once again. So we reformed the Grassabilities as a trio. Our first show will be this coming Saturday. We've got 2 in one day, the Art of Sound Festival in Shelby at the Hippocat Retro Vintage Store in downtown Shelby. And then that night, I'm very excited. We're opening for the Burrito Brothers at the Don Gibson Theater.
That's right.
And so I've always loved the Burritos, you know, legendary band. Legendary.
Well, introduce your guest this morning.
I have the lovely Miss Amy Palmieri with me.
Amy, good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you this morning.
Good to be
Tell
here.
us about your patch. You're into music as well as being a nurse. You also have a musical background.
I do. I used to go to the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in New York City, and graduated from there in 2009, and just moved back here. Fell in love, so I wanted to get married.
No.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, listen. How in the world did you get matched up with Robbie Helton?
My husband knew him.
Yeah.
Go figure. He's a social butterfly.
So we can blame him, huh?
Yeah.
They probably know Cliff. He calls the football games
I know
over
he
here.
does, yeah.
Cliff, he does a football game sometime with Jay Kilton. I think he may be working this Friday night with him as well. Does
Yeah.
a good job. He's done some work for us, so we're happy to have him. Now, Robin, you're in town, of course, to do with this Apple Butter Festival. Tell us a little bit about that and when that's shaping up.
Yep, that is tomorrow night at 7 p.m., and it's over in Mooresboro. It's actually in 6 Points. It's technically Mooresboro, but 277 Good Road, Mooresboro, North Carolina, at Grace Acres. And any proceeds, it's a completely free show to get in. They're going to pass the hat, and any money that goes in there goes to the Grace of God Rescue Mission. And I'll be there doing some stuff. I got the lovely Amy coming to sing with me. I'm bringing down Matt Schuler and Matthew Cleveland from Tennessee. Now, both phenomenal vocalists. Matt Schuler's got that kind of Josh Turner bassy vocal. Just phenomenal talents. And there's going to be a short debut of my Grassabilities band before our first official show Saturday. We're going to get up and do a tribute to Hank Sr. We're going to do I Saw the Light and some of that. But it's an all-gospel show. It's completely free. They will have some good concessions and plenty of apple butter for you to sample. Terry makes the best apple butter in the world.
He does.
So you need to come try that.
I've had some of it. I know he does. And it's for a great cause. They're doing a wonderful, wonderful work there with the Grace of God Rescue Missions and Grace Acres, and they need room. They got to have more room.
That's right. And they provide, in addition to just the homeless shelter part, they provide 43,000 free meals a year to anybody that's hungry. You can come up there and they will give you a meal. 43,000 free meals a year.
That's unbelievable.
It's hard to believe right here in Rutherford County.
There's a lot of need here that people don't realize.
That's right.
And thanks to Terry and your mom, they just reached out and done an amazing work.
They really do. I was blessed with a mama that's an angel.
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
you know, it really is. They do amazing stuff.
Well, we've been posed on Robbie and Amy this morning to do a little picking and grading for us in the studio this morning, and they've agreed to do that. So, Amy, step over there to the microphone, and let's have a little picking and grading.
All right. You ready, Miss Palmer?
I'm ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and branches can't be found, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. When you're down and out on the street, when evening comes so high, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. Oh, your dreams, they're on their way. See how they shine. Oh, when you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down.
All right. Good, good.
Yay, Amy.
We got an audience out here applauding as well. I believe I saw your number one fan looking through the window at you there. Little daughter out there, cute as cutie. But listen, I want you to come back in just a moment, and we'll let you sing us out of here. But I got to take a little break for some commercials,
All right.
and we'll be right back with Robbie Helton and Amy Palmera. I'll be right back right after this. Duffy's Copier Consultants is locally owned and family operated, serving Rutherford and surrounding counties since 1973. With a wide selection of copiers, facsimiles, printers, calculators, shredders, and beautiful office furniture, Duffy's Copier Consultants can be your source for your office needs. Stop by the office and showroom at 614 Oak Street, Forest City, behind Don Ramon's restaurant. Depend on the professional staff to find the best solution to your office equipment needs. For repair work, call on Duffy's Copier Consultants. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5. You get homegrown service at Duffy's Copier Consultants in Forest City. Hello, folks. If you like eating as well as I do, then Fat Tracy's Barbecue is the place. Not only their pulled pork barbecue sandwiches and baskets, but the ribs on the weekend will cause you want to come back again and again and again. Check on their daily specials, and I know you'll enjoy the smoked chicken. All their beef is certified Black Angus. And remember, if you have a big appetite or just need a snack, let Fat Tracy's Barbecue go to work for you. Tracy would be happy to handle your Boston Butt fundraisers for you and your organization. It can help you make some money. Tracy will work with you. Got a meeting planned, need a room, or if you want it delivered to your location, Leave it in the hands of Fat Trace's Barbecue, right on Main Street in Spindale. If you like good, then Fat Trace's Barbecue is the place. Ladies and gentlemen, with the help of Laura Hodge at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton, you can get all your medicines synchronized. That promotes better compliance. No more trying to remember if you've taken this medicine or not. It takes the pressure off trying to remember what comes next. Ask about the RX Simplicity, or just tell them you want your medicine synchronized. Remember also, Medicine Box of Rutherfordton is the place to get Dr. Comfort therapeutic footwear. You will be able to feel the difference. The Medicine Box of Rutherfordton is the home of the 2 Old Goats lotion for joint pain that's working so well for many people in this area. Stop in and ask about it today at Medicine Box of Rutherfordton, right beside the Napa store, Charlotte Road, Rutherfordton. The following is a medical minute from Rutherford Regional Medical Center. When choosing a hospital or a health system, you should ask what quality and patient safety efforts are being implemented in that organization. For example, at Rutherford Regional Health System, several new quality and patient safety initiatives have been set up in place to ensure an even greater level of care for its patients. Under the guidance of the Duke Quality Network, Rutherford Regional has begun bedside shift reporting, which emphasizes better face-to-face communication with patients and families. Patient safety huddles also have been started to allow caregivers the opportunity twice a day to review risks of infections, falls, and other harms. An executive patient safety rounding allows our administrators to round out on staff to make sure our clinical staff has the tools they need to deliver great service. Rutherford Regional is proud to make quality and patient safety its top priorities. To learn more about the preferred health system for Rutherford County residents, visit myrutherfordregional.com. Lifestyle Wellness and Spa in Torrey City offers a variety of classes for the senior population. Many of the seniors are enjoying new energy and optimism through the senior programs. Your insurance company may cover your membership. Why not check with Lifestyle Wellness and Spa today and see if you qualify for this program at no cost to you. Call today. Call 248-2947. Meet with friends at the beautiful Lifestyle Wellness and Spa, 247 Oak Street Extension, Forest City. Call now. Call 248-2947. That's 248-2947. I'm in the studio this morning with Robbie Helton and Amy Palmera. They are entertaining us. Let me remind you again, the Apple Butter Festival is coming up tomorrow night. It's free admission. It's an acoustic gospel concert featuring Robbie and Amy and Matt Schuler and Matthew Cleveland, and also the Grassabillies. It's Grace Acres, and just go out to 6 Point and follow the signs. You'll be there. Also, Terry's famous apple butter will be for sale. They have plenty of good sandwiches and drinks for you to enjoy as well. And it's a fundraiser for Grace Acres and Grace of God Rescue Mission. They need a new ladies facility to give the mothers and the babies some privacy when they come in. They all sort of have to stay there together because there's just no privacy. They need room, and you can help with this. Any donation you can make, feel free to do that. And if you can come, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Grace Acres, 277 Good Road, Mooresboro. Just follow the signs, and they'll be there. Robbie and Amy are going to take us out here. I wish we had about an hour and a half we could enjoy this, but we'll have to go tomorrow night and listen to it. What are you singing next?
I think we're going to do Just a Closer Walk with Thee.
All right. Yeah. And they'll take us right out of here, folks. Enjoy this, and have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Take it away, guys. Bobby Helton, Amy Palmero, right here live in the studio, and they'll be at, of course, Grace Acres tomorrow night or for the Apple Butter Festival. They will help you make your plans to be. It starts at 7 o'clock, free admission, but it'll be worth every minute you spend there. And bring some donation to help with. Guys, thank you so very much. It's been enjoyable. Wish we could do this every morning.
Hey, I'll be here every morning.
Suppose have a wonderful day, and let's get back together bright and early tomorrow morning, and we'll start the morning wake-up call about 6 o'clock right here live from WCAB. So long, everybody. It's a wonderful Wednesday. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Chris.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. Rhode Island State Police say they have captured a fugitive wanted in connection with the fatal shooting of a police officer.
Thank you for making WCAB your radio station of choice. Check us online at www.wcab59.com.
Office. You can't give money to a political campaign from a charity. I'm just following the rules as I do with any other charity.
Trump's campaign blasted the announcement, calling Schneiderman a partisan hack, a Hillary Clinton supporter, and said the